1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. 7 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to another video. Hey Cancer, I hope you're doing well today. I'm so glad that you caught me over here. I never remember to go into the actual, I can't even think of what I'm trying to say, into the group to announce my lives. I don't know why I can't seem to get that together. But I'm so very glad to see you here today. I hope you're doing well. I hope everyone that sees this video does well. I hope you guys definitely take the time and not only check out this channel of mine, but become a supporter. I'd really appreciate that. I thank you guys so very much. Um, Today, we're just going to do a very short video here on the channel. Um, and it's going to be about the RV that I recently had the pleasure of staying in. I really enjoyed the stay. I enjoyed the video. It was a pretty good experience. So I wanted to share that with you guys. Um, and yeah, so let's jump right into the commentary. I'm going to pull it up on the screen here and I'm going to show it to you and just explain the things that I liked about the experience as well as about it as a whole. Um, hold on. Hold on. One moment. See what that does. So let's jump right into this video and we will go from there. This is going to be a Forest River Salem FMK. That was the last RV that I stayed in. I actually need to do this for all of them and kind of give you guys the yes and no of them. Um, yeah, but it looks like, this is a very small channel of mine. So uh not very many over here. I'm gonna get more into doing lives on these other channels. To be honest with you, I've been suffering the issues that you deal with when your computer is close to the last leg, so I'm just having to do the best I can, but we here. So let's jump on into this is, like I said, the Forest River front kitchen V-nosed um, RV. And when I say I loved this thing, I loved it. Let's jump on into it.
Today we're going to take a look at a brand new 2020 and a half Forest River Salem 28 FKV. This is a V-nose front kitchen travel trailer. It's a couples coach. So we're going to take a few minutes, walk you around the inside and then back to the outside of this new RV. All right, guys, we're now up.
Now, the young lady who I rented mine from, this window in the front was wide open. Now, I'm going to be posting a dedication to her pretty soon on my channel here. And with that, you will see that I have like a something covering right there. She didn't she had it wide open. So in the evening and nighttime I felt like, "Oh my god, everybody's looking at me." Because it was just an open window, and I'm not sure if it's shaded from the outside, but it still didn't feel like it. So for me, that was something that I did. But this was a very nice trailer.
inside the new Salem travel trailer here. And basically, just a little tidbit here for you. Salem and Wildwood are both built by Forest River. Same camper, a little bit different graphic color and a little bit different interior color, but they are the same RVs, same models, built on the same assembly line by the same people. So just something for you there. If you see a Salem or a Wildwood out there at a dealer, these are basically the same units. Again, just a little different coloring. We're going to start here looking toward the front section. And this, again, has that V nose on it. So it does give you a little bit unique kitchen aspect compared to a traditional flat front RV. So right here, kind of looking forward here, we've got our dinette area, freestanding dinette, 4 chairs, along with a little bit of storage underneath of the seats themselves. Nice big window overlooking your campsite area there.
Exploring without travel trailer insurance could have your adventures going in the wrong direction. Keep yours moving forward with Progressive. Get a quote today from a...
And over on the left side here, you have your sofa, which does fold into a small bed, and then it also has some storage and stuff down below. Then you have 2 pushback reclining chairs. Nice big panoramic windows.
This was the exact setup that I had, except for the sofa. They took out their sofa, the commercial sofa, and they put in a more personable sofa that also led into a bed. And then next to that, they had a cute little reclining type of chair in the corner, turned sideways, and then they had a little table there with books on it. So they did some personalization to theirs.
Now up into the kitchen area, you have a pretty cool little L-shaped kitchen section here. So you have some
It's roomy, and the fridge is very big.
drawers down below. Has the new Greystone oven with the glass front and little LED light knobs and stuff that light up, and a light inside the oven as well. Has a glass stove top which flips up and kind of acts as a backsplash for you too. Matching Greystone microwave, and also little hood range there with a fan and LED light built in. High-rise pull-out sprayer faucet. Lots of cabinets and stuff here. You'll see the pictures popping up there, kind of showing you what they all look like open and stuff. And then you also have your Everchill 12-volt, 10.7 cubic foot refrigerator. And the propane leak detector down below that. But overall, pretty cool little kitchen area here. Electric outlet on that side of the sink. Another electric outlet back here in this little area. Spinning on around here a little bit. A lot of vinyl floor throughout the coach. They just do a little bit there on the slide out section. Just kind of helps hide the flush floor drop down and all the mechanics of how the things have to work and everything. But for the most part, all linoleum throughout the coach except for the slide section there. Ducted air conditioning, ducted floor heat. The unit is 5/8 tongue and groove plywood floor instead of...
Now, I wanted to mention that too. This is the first time I've ever seen an RV have air and heat separated. I will say this, that is a vulnerability that can be exploited by like ants and things of that nature, because in the summer months, you are strictly running air. So the heat ducts are just sitting there wide open for anything to come back and forth. Being that, number one, they're on the ground, and number two, they're not being used. That's that on that. Then when it's time to use the heat, if there's anything in the venting area, like I said, then you are shooting debris into your trailer. I thought that was interesting.
OSB like a lot of its competitors. So that's a little bit different as far as the construction part of the floor. 3/8 full walk-on roof, so you can get up there and walk around if you need to for maintenance purposes and stuff. Now back in behind this door is going to be a nice big pantry area that you're seeing pop up. So you can store some stuff there as well. Electric fireplace, little Furrion soundbar there. Plenty of room for a big flat screen TV to go on the wall for you as well. There's an electric outlet there along with your cable and satellite hookups. And then it's pre-wire for King Wi-Fi system if you want to do exchange out the traditional HD antenna that's on there for an upgraded version. It is pre-wired for that.
And this was an amazing experience for me. It had a big, beautiful television there from the people that I got it from. Also, um, I always wanted a fireplace, and that sound bar is impeccable.
And right beside that is the monitor panel for your holding tanks. Also has your light switches and stuff like that on there as well. Slide buttons and power awning buttons.
Water tank and water heater as well.
Going back the hallway area, there's an electric outlet down below the window there. Nice sized window that does open. And then your furnace and air conditioning controls are there on the left. Going back in here, it's got a pretty good sized bathroom area as well.
It really does. And it doesn't take too much from the space of the entire RV. Now, I'm going to tell you what I did like about this shower. I have one, two, three, four. I've been in 4 different RVs that I've rented, as I go through this experience of wanting to be in the RV world and transition to full time RV living. And the one thing that I really liked in this RV more than anything is the room in the shower. When I tell you the last one I was in before this, it was a perfect, cute little quaint RV, but baby, I'm a big girl and I need room. This one not only gives you plenty of room, but if you see that little groove right there, if you need to prop your leg up to your mind, no, but if you need to and want to, to get to the corners of your body, you got that room. You don't have that in the other ones that I experienced. Not that I necessarily needed it, but it's just great that it was there.
In-floor ducted heat, then you got ducted air throughout the roof section again. Foot flush toilet, corner shower with the glass enclosure, and then you've got another medicine cabinet there on the left, or little closet area, whatever you want to use it for. Actual medicine cabinet on the right there above the sink, and a little bit of storage down below. But overall, pretty good size bathroom. There's room to actually get in and out of there and get dressed. And there's a little fan in there also, a little roof vent fan. Spinning back to the bedroom area, you have kind of a bifold door here instead of a traditional swing door. Window on both sides of the bed. There's USB ports on both sides of the bed. Overhead cabinets there and hanging closets on both sides of the bed as well. Now the bed does actually raise up, so you can store some stuff underneath of it. There's little cubbies under there, and then below that is another little section where you could kick your shoes and things like that off underneath there. Then you can...
Honestly, I never even thought about the kicking the shoes off part. When I took my shoes off, I left them right there in the hallway. Now, the bed that I stayed in, the RV I stayed in, the bed was a king size. So those side little areas weren't there in the one that I stayed in. It was a king size bed. But the interesting thing about it was a short bed. So like me, I'm not very tall, but me laying with my head against that top wall, my feet would hang off. So you have to kind of be slanted or you have to sleep sideways. Whatever the case is, the bed was absolutely beautiful. It was a high backed um what is that they call at the top of the bed? Headboard. It was a high back headboard, and it was so beautiful. It just they really put their time into the one that I stayed in, so I just loved that. And over here on the side, by the door, there is a closet right there, but on the side by the door, there was also a power. They had plenty of power outlets, but then they had the piece where you can plug in. And I think it's pre-wired not only for cable, but I think the satellite wiring is already in as well.
See the window over on the other side. Also got little, you have the little cubbies down there on the side of those. So if your clothes don't kind of go full length of the closet, you can still kind of just stash other things down in there without opening the door.
Yep, Cancer, they did. They do.
Then there's a whole other closet over here on this side area. And there's also TV hookups up above, so you can mount your flat screen TV right here. And a pretty
And the one I was in did have the mounted television in there. I mean, this is a well thought out RV. It really was. Now, one thing I will say, being that I was a visitor and this was not my permanent home, there's plenty of space under the bed for your stuff. I will say that. However, if you were visiting and you have like luggage or whatever, there wasn't very much room for that. I guess if I thought about it, I could have put it under that part where the bed is. It definitely could have went there, but I guess I didn't think about it. When I first got there the first day, this particular RV that's like this one that I stayed in was close to a lot of brush and trees. So there were ants. So I was real funny about putting my stuff in places that I thought could lead to ants in it.
decent amount of room to maneuver around the bed. But overall, pretty cool unit. Be sure to list your comments and stuff down below if this interests you at all. Also, check out couchesrvnation.com. We're going to head on to the outside here and show you around the outside and some unique features out there. Be sure, again, to check out Couches RV Nation. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. All right, guys, we're now back on the outside of the new Salem 28 FKV travel trailer. We're going to start here in the front area. And again, you've seen Vino's front kitchen inside, so this is what the Vino's part's going to kind of look like outside here. You have two 20-pound propane tanks in that little storage compartment right there. Your city water hookup and your black tank flush are here on the side of the unit in the front corner here. Down below is a battery disconnect right there, so you can shut down the battery system for storage purposes. Power tongue jack with the LED light built in, manual override. Spinning around here, traditional 2 5/16 hitch ball, safety chain, 7-way Bargman plug. The camper does have 4-wheel electric brakes, so definitely make sure you have a brake controller in your vehicle. And you have a battery compartment right here on the front, and this has got a little slide-out tray there, so you can kind of get it in and out a little easier there. 4 scissor stabilizer jacks with the JT strong arm feature you can see there below. And then you've got your stove exhaust vent up here. And also the unit has a full enclosed sectionalized underbelly. So it has removable individual panels that you can take off. It's a little bit nicer than the one-piece version, so you can do service and maintenance on it a little bit easier. Power awning here with the adjustable arms for tilting and water runoff and stuff like that. LED light strip built into the coach awning there. Nice big window overlooking the campsite area there that you can see. Large folding entry handle, traditional entry door, screen door setup. You do have the solid step by Lippert, which is a triple entrance step, comes down, touches the ground, holds more weight, also allows them to position the door when they're building these things pretty much anywhere compared to the old style steps. So they're able to put the door actually a little bit over the axle where they previously couldn't do that with a lot of RV floor plans. 6-gallon gas and electric water heater that you see right there. 2 outdoor speakers. Your freshwater tank fills up right here, and you've got an electric outlet also right here. Pretty large storage compartment that goes all the way across the back side here.
Now that also attaches to the area under your bed. So you can actually lift your bed and put things in there in the localized spot where the little square storage items were. But behind that, you can access this area right here. So if there's things like your broom and mop that you don't need on an everyday basis, you want it available inside the RV, but you don't have the ability to, you may not have room because other things for storage, you have that available to you.
The guys have this in for service, so they're still getting everything kind of ready and stuff. So spare tire actually will mount on the bumper of the unit. They got it laying over there on the ground at the moment, but that mounts right onto the bumper. It's pre-wired for a backup camera, so you can install a backup camera on it. Or what I would recommend would be the observation camera by Furrion. It works while you're traveling down the road also, not just in reverse. The other side of the storage compartment here, you can see a little bit smaller door on this side. Detachable power cord hooks up right there. Cable and satellite hookups here also. And then down below behind the axle here, you have your gray galley and black tank dump. It all comes out of one area, but you have 3 separate handles to pull.
Ooh, and I'm gonna tell y'all, you always want to keep up with that black tank because the worst thing in the world is to start to smell it. Whew, I've had that experience. This journey into RV life has not been a long one. I have not purchased one yet, but I'm starting to stay in different ones to just feel things out. This one was the most comfortable one I've stayed in, this size. It's a 28 foot uh RV. But baby, I stayed in one that it was somebody I knew, and they needed to empty. So after a few poops, it started to kind of be a little unfresh. And you can get the little poo things to put into the toilet, but whew, it ain't nothing like just getting that shit out. I'm just being honest.
And another nice little feature they started doing on the mid-year model change was they started putting the little prep brackets up there for slide-out awning toppers. If you wanted to do that, it's already got the gutter track with the built-in awning rail, so you can slide an awning right into that existing track, and then it's got little mounts on the corner where the feet would actually attach to it so that the awning goes in and out properly with the slide. But overall, pretty cool little unit. It's the V-nose, a little different, maybe a little more wind aerodynamic. Just kind of cutting through the wind a little bit better going down the road versus a traditional flat front. But it also allowed them to do that pretty cool kitchen setup inside. Be sure, guys, to like, share, and subscribe if you're interested in keeping up with more of my videos. When the weight stickers and stuff will pop up here in a second for you. And again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And check out Couch's RV Nation. They are one of the largest internet wholesale dealers in the country. It'll definitely save you a lot of money on a new RV if you're interested in.
I do think having the ability to purchase wholesale versus retail will save you some money, but I'm gonna be honest, with the way the housing market is going, for those who have the ability to live a little bit smaller, not only the ability, well, no, yeah, the ability both ways. The ability because their family can accommodate, and also the ability because they can stand living small. That's not for everybody. But if you have the ability to live small, it's not a bad RV to check out. So that's my presentation, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed this today. I do have more videos coming on a regular basis for this channel. I do finally have enough content that I can put you guys out a video pretty regular. This month has really been rough for me trying to do Veda on too many channels. I really over extended myself, not to mention I'm traveling, so it just was not a good experience. Stressed me out, to be honest, but that's life. Things, happen the way they happen, and then the computer issue. So we've made it through though, and we're here to the other side. I hope you guys have liked this presentation. I will be showing you other RVs that I've looked at on this journey. And as you guys get to the point that you see one you like, let me know which one you guys feel like would be ideal. Now for me, what I'm looking for is an RV big enough for myself, for me to have a visitor if I need one, and last but not least, roomy enough that my grandkids can run around. Now obviously I don't want a mansion, I'm trying to live small here, and whenever I get the nerve up to actually pull my own rig, you don't want it to be too big. I don't want over 30 feet. So that's what I'm looking for. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Thank you so very much. If you have questions, you can definitely ask me in the comments as well. If you guys have some that you want to suggest to me so that I can go and check them out, let me know. Thank you guys so very much. Thank you, Cancer, for being here for my first official live. I appreciate you so very much. You are so supportive of me and my endeavors, and I really appreciate that love. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.